Welcome live viewers, welcome replay viewers to my broadcast. I am simulcasting on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. All with the same username everywhere. Tiffany TLC Music, all one word. All my own music, except one song written for me. Most of the music's modern American folk on acoustic guitar, but I also do some vocal looping and bluesy songs, and I'm working on a piano arrangement. Need some new equipment, so that'll be a little while. To stay in touch and to find out what's coming when, please do follow me on two places: Twitter for my rare but important general announcements, and Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube to watch with the ability to chat and have it show up in the merged chat area. Now be aware that on none of those platforms can I see you unless you chat. So, because I don't have all the individual platforms open, or I would have data overload. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Gosh, I saw that video of Chris's. Wow. That is beautiful. What a beautiful work of art that is. Wonder how she got the idea for that. I've never seen anything like it. That was gorgeous. She must have hired some impressive team or person to help her produce that. That was stunning. So guess what? Downtown Sacramento beat our all-time record. I know. Well, yeah, there's that too. She sings excellently too. Downtown Sacramento hit 116 degrees today. All-time record for not just for this date, but for any time ever was in 1925, 114 degrees. Yeah, I know. It would be really neat. What I love is that there were a few moments where I was like, wow, that's really revealing. But on the other hand, for the most part, I thought about, Greek art and, just sculpture, and just, it was, for the most part, I felt like lived up to that, in terms of a work of art. And just, have you ever seen anything like that? Have you ever seen that technique used? Maybe she borrowed it from some other video. I'm not exactly a music video connoisseur, like up to date. I watched MTV back in the 80s a bit, but yeah, I could see that would definitely take. Yeah, I felt so. I felt like it for the most part it did. I think to the extent it was jarring was probably just more a feature of the fact that in today's art we don't see much nudity, and yet we still worship, ancient Greek sculpture, and I don't know, it was just awesome. It was just awesome. But have you ever seen that technique used of the dripping and the glowing and all of that in any other music video? I'm not sure if you watch many of today's music videos. I'm just wondering, did she come up with that? Did she borrow it? What? It was stunning. I'd love to find out. So I'm not sure what songs to do today. It is really a scorcher, and I'm serious. Have you ever heard of 116 degrees? Like, I'm sure. Well, there was the buttocks at some point, and but it's fine. I'm not criticizing it. I'm just recognizing that the little, what do I want to say? The kind of, oh man, I'm looking for a phrase. The kind of Puritan trained part of my brain had that reaction, and then I observed that, and I love art, true art that includes the human body, totally. Like, I have no objective. I love that. And I think this was right up there. So anyway, bravo. I maybe I'll reach out to her and tell her what I think. It was just really, wow. So let's do, yeah, these are crazy. I mean, all-time high. I think some people are going to die today in Sacramento. I'd be really surprised if not. I mean, we have a huge homeless problem here, first of all. And I don't know how you don't live through that, without, we have cooling centers, but are they, I don't know. We'll read the stories, I'm sure, in the days aftermath of, like, I have a friend who took out 400 bottles of water today to homeless people. I'm so impressed with her. Hope she stayed safe though, because it's dangerous. It's dangerous to be out there for any length of time. Our bodies are not equipped to handle that for any significant length of time. Somewhere it was apparently 117, because somewhere in Sacramento, because it says high 117, which if it says high at this point in the day, if it says a high at this point of the day, that means it actually happened, because at this point we're not escalating in temperature. We're kind of plateauing and starting to go down. So somewhere it was 117 in Sac, and downtown it was 116, which is 2 degrees higher than the highest all-time temperature. Yesterday we broke the heat record for that date. The prior hottest day had been September 5th in 1988, and it was 108 degrees, and yesterday it was 114 degrees in downtown Sac. So record breaking all over the place, and this is just one. There are tons of examples of record breaking in the state today and yesterday. Not the kind of record breaking we want, though. I'm so happy that Biden signed that they finally got the climate bill, significant chunks of the climate bill. Yeah. Sarcasm warning. So I'm not sure what songs to do today. I'm in a pretty decent mood. My Boys, Judgment Free, I Want to Live Before I Die are possibilities, but I need to do another slow, like a picking song, but all my slow songs that I haven't done in a while are more on the kind of distressed end. But maybe I'll do When I Gotta Let Go. Don't really need it today, but maybe somebody else does. I'll start out though with My Boys. I helped My Boys today. Gotten all kinds of attention on the promo that I did. I don't know if you saw it, Carrie. Did you see the or maybe you even responded to it. I don't know. Did you see the post that I sent of, I'm starting to do this thing called Mom's Faves, where I'm sharing songs, Keegan's songs, my favorites. I have so many. Oh my God. It's going to be, I'll have to pick my favorites. But I sent one out. It's really a cool song, and I don't know if you got to see it, but there's that. And I helped my younger son today. Ooh, it was hard. We went through and edited this paragraph that he had to submit for college English class, and that was a hard one. A long paragraph, and just for some reason it just took us like over an hour, I think, to work on it. And it's hard because I could just go in and just blah, 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 and of course I don't want to do that. Yay, cool. That's cool. I love Four Dimensional Swimmer. I love the lyrics in that. That whole album, Captive Arts, is very personal. It's very personal, and I love his personal songs. Love how vulnerable and authentic he is in some of his songs. And then he has multiple albums out, and yeah, it's gonna be hard to pick because I don't want to overwhelm people. But at the same time, if I share too slowly, I'll never get through all my favorites. And he keeps producing so fast, I can't keep up. Anyway, let's do My Boys. This is a song about my two sons when they were little. But it's funny, on our heat wave, they're asking us, our utility is asking us to keep our AC no lower than 78 degrees, and that makes certain rooms of the house pretty toasty. So I realized I've started to get a slight headache, and I think maybe I've gotten a bit overheated. I don't know, but I have a fan. I hope it's not too annoying. I have a fan in here because I've gotta. This room never gets cool enough. And so I realized I needed to do a fan. Let's see. Oh no, let's see. Why do I not have any? There we go. When Elliot smiles, his light it fills the room. When he senses your sadness, his eyes they fill with gloom. He'll invite you to play with a card or a ball, with his eyes and red hair shining like his life for a song. Keegan has questions like raindrops on leaves, filling the earth, growing such beautiful things. His insights abound. He loves thinking things through. Dr. Seuss stories, and his little brother too. That's awesome. Oops. My boys, I like flowers, white petals open, up to the sun. I breathe them in, I fall to my knees, cheeks wet with tears, so dear. I draw them near. They sit, heads together, hair intertwined, along with their hands, along with their minds. Keegan reads the book, Elliot looks on. I take it all in before it is gone. My boys, I like flowers, white petals open, bud to the sun. I breathe them in, I fall to my knees, cheeks wet with tears, so dear. I draw them near. My boys, I like flowers, white petals open, up to the sun. I breathe them in, I fall to my knees, cheeks wet with tears, so dear. I draw them near. I draw them near. We almost get the extremes, but usually we hope well. We almost get them, so you get like some extremes, but not. They're talking about that we're in California every 25 or 50 years now. they were talking about, like, I guess it used to be like every 1,000 years, but now every like 25 to 50 years, they think we're going to have a mega flood that could flood most of the state, over a third of the state. I can't remember. It's just like, oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Oh, fun. Oh. How fun. She is too smart. Okay, I'll keep it on the down low. That's awesome. That's fun. That's awesome. So they're doing like at home preschool type of thing? That's awesome. Super fun. No, I'm sure you're totally objective. Totally assertive. All right. So I guess we'll do When I Gotta Let Go. Yeah. I can think of one purpose for that, totally. I know that. Everyone knows that. Of course. All right. So Carrie, thanks for listening to Keegan's songs. What did you think of some? He produces all of them himself, and he doesn't have a full studio. You know, he has studio headphones, which help a lot, but he doesn't have a recording studio officially, and he's not a sound engineer. So sometimes there can be harsh parts, I guess. He knows that, but so many people do indie music, and the thing is, like, I have a friend who does not really professional recording, but a little bit of recording, and he suggests, like a substitute for what a sound engineer does, listen to it on every conceivable device. He listens to it on several devices, but he's gotten better and better at mixing. His first songs were just, You're Too Old to Understand. Oh gosh. To understand some of the songs, you mean? Yeah, he produces so many that just are like kind of so many more than a typical musician. I think a typical musician would produce, that it's almost like, because of that, he just increases his odds that he's going to have a certain number that are just like, wow. And I mean, I don't know, obviously I'm biased, but and maybe some of them could be mixed more professionally, but some of them, I mean, this guy never, he took, I think he had like Suzuki violin for maybe 6 months, as when he was like 4 or something, or 5. He never read music. He never learned to read music. He just figures all these things out just intuitively. There are a lot of musicians. Apparently, this guy that's been on, James Taylor, pretty sure, doesn't know how to read music. So there you have it. All right, here we go. So this is a song about realizing when we've done all that we can in certain situations, and that we just have to accept and let go and stand to the side, and maybe let some bad outcomes happen, but we can't sustainably help or do anything to improve the situation. Oh, this is a picking song. I'm sorry. But a real voice uninhibited may help. But a real voice yeah. He loves to add effects to his voice, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah. And he, not only does he love to add effects, I say the same thing to him. I say my favorites are the ones where I can really hear your voice really well. But he loves to add effects to his voice. And moreover, there are these things called Vocaloids. And also, yeah, I love that too. That's why I like some of his Captive Arts songs more than some others, because he has more of them where he has more of his authentic voice showing, if you will. But he loves that. It's just his style. He loves to add these effects, which is fine. You know, it's just, I have my preferences. I think you and I are more old school in that way, like, hey, you know, that's what we're used to. So I don't know. I think I kind of let that go, but I share your sense of that. But not only does he like to add effects, but there are things called Vocaloids, and he's about to get a thing called chip speech. Yeah, Vocaloids are essentially, they're like Siri. They're basically, they're made from sampled voices, but they're different characters, and you can program an entire song where the Vocaloids are singing all the lyrics. I'll share some of those at some point, because some of them are pretty cool and funny. Some of them are funny. Chip speech is not made from sampled voices, which is more the modern way to do simulated voices. It's more retro. It's like Stephen Hawking, like fully synthesized voices without using sampled real voices, and it's very robotic sounding, and he's about to get that and make some songs with that, so that's cool. You know, those young folks, what are they doing? I don't know. Okay, here we go. You were so young, but it's done. I was young too, had no way to protect you. Just had to stand nearby and hear you cry, and feel your pain again and again. Made it hard to know when I gotta let go, right? 'Cause I don't know that I can, and I need others to grow. I figured that one, Carrie. To lend a hand. Damned whippersnappers. Never hit myself, I still have scars. There to be safe, I better do things perfectly. Including taking care of you. And all of the suffering too. Made it hard to know when I gotta let go. 'Cause I don't know that I can, and I need others to grow. To lend a hand. I know compassion, it helps us all, but it's my limits I need to recall. I often ask too much of myself, when the truth is I need help. That's why I wanna know when I gotta let go. 'Cause I don't know that I can, and I need others to grow. To lend a hand. There is so much pain in this world, and so much I think we can do to fix it. I believe big changes are the key. make of myself alone, just me. That's why I need to know when I gotta let go. 'Cause I've done all that I can, and I need others to grow. To lend a hand, accepting limits, it can cause pain. It hurts to know when I can't do anything. I care so much about you and me. Just want everybody to have what they need, and yet I need to know when I gotta let go. 'Cause I've done all that I can, and I need others to grow. To lend a hand, when I gotta let go. When I gotta let go. When I gotta let go. Oh, you know that, right, Carrie? You know that I was a Joni Mitchell fan. Holy smokes, I sing Joni Mitchell every day. I adore Joni Mitchell. Joni Mitchell is... I love Joan Baez, I love Janice Ian, but Joni Mitchell, early Joni Mitchell. Basically through like the album Blue, I can't remember how, let me see. Joni Mitchell's albums. I can tell you right now. Ladies of the Canyon, yes. Oh, these aren't in order. Kind of want to know. Oh, here we go. Oh, these aren't in order either. Basically, Clouds. Not the song per se, but that album. Blue. But basically starting around Miles of Isles, Cord and Spark, Hehira, 1974 on, not so much. Ladies of the Canyon, so like 1970, Ladies of the Canyon, Song to a Seagull, 1968, big time. Clouds to some extent, and even to some extent Blue. Those 4 albums, I'm all over all those songs. Let's see, hold on. I thought of that, Carrie. Here's the thing. I still have my copyright issue. I know everybody and their brother violates it, but that's still an issue. But more, or I don't know, more importantly, but also 2 problems. One, most of her songs use alternate tuning, are very difficult to learn. Guitar is not my strong suit. It's, you know, I do the bare minimum I can. I love Joan Baez. I love, but the other issue I have is I'm not sure how much it would expand my base, because you and I love Joni Mitchell, but most of the folks that are watching streaming are younger, and I'm not sure that it would bring a ton of people in for all the work it would take. Believe me, I've thought of it. But you know, I've kind of resigned myself for now to just, I've thought of it. I've definitely thought of like doing like a cover album in honor of her, or, you know, I have a friend who has a Grateful Dead cover band. I've thought about, you know, working with him. He could probably handle the guitar. I tried to find people for a while who would play the guitar while I sang. I found one guy who did one of her songs, but everybody was like totally daunted by learning the guitar, even like real guitarists. So she does, but there of a certain generation that, you know, is dying off, so to speak. I mean, you know, and I don't know that those people are watching live streams as much. I mean, you and I are. I mean, technically, she wasn't, like, the songs that I love of hers were like, I was barely out of the womb, you know, when she, you know, Clouds is 1969. I was born in 1968. Song to a Seagull was 1968. Clouds was 1969. What do you got? There's Blues, 1971. For the Roses didn't do a lot for me, but maybe some of those. Anyway, but that was 1972. What was the other one I was talking about? No, I already said that one. Yeah, she's been on there, I think, because of her appearance after her stroke, right? You saw that? I don't know if you saw that. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just saw a news coverage of it because, to be honest, her voice has changed so much, and I really liked it before she destroyed her vocal cords with smoke. It's so, but that's why I love her earlier albums, like Song to a Seagull has tons of really beautiful high songs, and so many of her songs I just adore. I adore Carrie. If I could team up with somebody and perform locally and or I don't know. I've definitely thought of it. And meanwhile, I resign myself to every morning I sing like 3 or 4 of her songs while I'm cooking breakfast. They're great vocal exercises, let me tell you, because she's all over the place. You know, so cool. Anyway, what time is it? Holy Moses, 6:20. How did that happen? Chatting makes such a big difference. Holy smokes. No, I did 2 songs, right? You know what? I'm just going to do one more because I'm determined to get off. I'm trying to be much better. It's really been helping my sleep when I can get to bed earlier. So I think I started with my boys, and then I did When I Gotta Let Go. So let's just do, I Want to Live Before I Die. It's kind of like with you singing the old country masters. Yeah. Is that what you're saying? You said maybe I'll just singing like the old country masters. Let's see. I'm going to do What did I say? I Want to Live Before I Die. I Want to Live Before I Die is a song about not letting rational fear, get in the way, and just kind of having a wake-up call that, hey, yeah, I want to get on these things I want to do in my life, and not let irrational fear get in the way. I kind of grimace a little at the phrase irrational fear, but I want to distinguish. There are fears where it's like, yeah, be afraid to jump off a bridge. That's a good thing to be afraid of. Or to run out to a COVID party or something, you know. But I'm talking about things where, you know, if you were to take an objective look at it, it would be okay. Yeah. America's Got Talent. Well, I'll be curious to, if you end up putting out some like samples, you know, I could chime in on what I think. If you know, I don't know how you're going to go about deciding, but you could do that. And you could record a few different songs, different versions, and then ask for people's opinion. know I really wanna live before I die. No growing up with my side. I just wanna live before I die. Comes a time for song, and that time it came for me. When the pain of holding back, it was worse than breaking free. Wasn't always so clear to me. You know I've known fear so well, so bad that I can't move through that. Now it's not where I wanna dwell. 'Cause I wanna live before I die. Keith Jacob, I only do my own songs on here. And also I'm about to get off a Johnny Cash song. You gotta ask my friend Carrie. Carrie's the Johnny Cash guy. Sorry, I interrupted myself. I should not have done that. Now I have no idea. I wanna live before I die. Before I die. Hi, Jack. You know I really wanna live before I die. No growing up at my side. I just wanna live before I die. No worries. So much I wanna give, so much that I wanna be. So that is it. Here I come, I'm giving all that I've got in me. You guys are distracting me, 'cause I wanna live before I die. You know I really wanna live before I die. No growing old with my side. I just wanna live before I die. I just wanna live before I die. Yes, I do have a long neck. I would agree with that. So does my son. Thank you, Keat. Thank you, Carrie. Keat and Jack, feel free to come back. That rhymed. That's okay. Yeah, understandable. Yeah. Well, thank you. I have to say, I think my thank you for the compliment on beautiful notes. I think my singing is, I can only credit it to my voice teacher and all the work I've put in on voice lessons. See you next time. Take care, everyone. Good night, Keats. See you next time. All right, so I actually do need to sign off, but let me say one thing. I'm going to put up my little normal blurb here just to tell folks who are new a little bit more about what I'm doing here. I'm off, yep. But, sorry, I wiped all the comments right off the page with these two things that are about to come up here. Sorry about that. Take care. But yeah, I do all my own music on here except one song written for me. Most of the music's modern American folk, but I do some bluesy songs and vocal looping songs, and I'm working on a piano arrangement for a new song. So stay tuned for that. The way to stay tuned, follow me on two places I recommend. Twitter for my just general announcements. You can also watch there, but Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube are the best spots to watch and have your comments show up here. You too, Jack. Have a wonderful night. You know, Jack, I do, but not here. But I have done some rapping but it's most unexpected where I've rapped. My sons have a YouTube channel called Plushie Productions, and I have played various of the stuffed animals, and we did a rap song. It was a parody of Thrift Shop. It was really fun, but very hard. I'm very impressed with rappers. There's so much lyric material you have to create for just a given song to keep any speed up with rapping. It's very impressive. Anyway, so please do consider sharing the broadcast, following me, spit bars. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I'm sure that's some fancy term related to rapping that I'm totally unfamiliar with. But anyway, thanks for being with me live and replay. I appreciate you. I should be on normal time next time. I come on most weeknights between like 5:30 and 6:15 p.m. Pacific time. I'm running a little late getting off today. Yeah, check it out. It's Plushie, SHIE Productions. And I think if you find it, there may be a few imitators out there, but it has about 3,000 subscribers, I think. Something like that. And if you search here, I'll just check it real quick. I got to get off, but now you made me wonder. Let's see. Plushie Productions, YouTube. All right. If you go to Plushie Productions, PLUSHIE Productions, it will come up. It's like the main thing. And then on there, I wonder if you can search, I don't know if you can search on the YouTube channel, but if you search Thrift Shop, if you search on Google, Plushie Productions YouTube, Thrift Shop, let's try that. Yeah, parody of Macklemore and Ryan Lewis's Thrift Shop. I am the star of that. You should check that out too, Carrie. Have I shared that with you? I am the star of that. Yeah, no earnings. It does. It definitely does. But I don't think they're going to continue it. Cool. That sounds good, Keith. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Until next time. Bye-bye.